Wednesday night baseball set to come your way from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Luis Severino gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
Now in the box, Malik Smith. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Left fielder, Malik Smith.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. And that'll manage to hop over the wall. He'll be at second to start the game on a ground rule double.
Third baseman, number 2.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Now to the plate, Alex Bregman. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. From the stretch. And that one just missed outside. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
3-0 to him now. Smith stands at second with no outs. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Sent on the ground out to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, D-Roll. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on their hands.
At the plate, Jose Altuve. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's the strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A runner at first with no outs here. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Roll, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Batting fourth, shortstop, Carlos.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got a 3-for-7 line. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time as he steals second. So it's a successful stolen base as they look for a run here in the top of the first, and we take a look there at the team leaders in stolen bases so far, and we see that these guys currently sit 5th best in the American League in that category. 1 out and a runner on second base. Too tight with that one. 3-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Correa carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. 3-0, here it is. And that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Into the box now, Yuli Gurriel, and Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the first pitch. Now the double steal is on here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. 0-1, here it comes. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, look at Didi. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Astros lead this one 1-0. Justin Verlander gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Ground ball right into the shift. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Wow, the last thing you want to do is give the home team an unearned base in the first inning. Now they've got a speedster on the bag with no outs and a good chance to score early in this game.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. His line against Justin Verlander, he's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Popped him up. Bregman is there. And that's the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs. And it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Here's Neil Walker, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Here's a high pop-up. Gurriel waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Judge leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On to the 2nd inning now from Yankee Stadium. It's the Astros 1 and the Yankees nothing. So coming to the plate, George Springer, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a 1 for 9. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Well, there are the judges' chambers, and what a cool thing it's become here in the Bronx, and well-deserved for Aaron Judge, of course, with the way he exploded onto the scene as a rookie in 2017.
Just 2 simple words. All rise. Aaron Judge burst onto the scene, and what's really cool about the judges' chambers, all of those seats you're looking at right there are all given towards community organizations, charities, and even Little League teams. So the judges' chamber is going towards a good cause.
Now the 2-0 home to McCann. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Into the box now, Garrett Walker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Sliders in for a strike. 0-1. Popped him up. Torres over to his right. He's got it one away.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Ready now, Jake Marisnick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. In his career, Marisnick is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Malik Smith the next to hit. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Springer at second. McCann at first. 2 out in the inning. Hard hit ball to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Astros lead it 1-0. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Up around the face. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
To his left, Correa. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side, he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
In now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Hicks. His line against Justin Verlander, he's 0 for 11. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down and away, ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Springer has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. Verlander gets the sign. First pitch on the way. This is pulled into right. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Alex Bregman looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out to left field. Stanton is over. 1 out. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a check swing here, but did he hold up in time? No, he went around, says Earl Hendricks. It's strike 1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That average at 291 to start the day. A dozen home runs and 32 driven in. Here's the 0-1. Down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Gleyber Torres, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 25.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is Marisnik, 1 away. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Stepping up now, Miguel Andujar. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Here's big Aaron Judge as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Springer is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Yanks leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Standing in, Yuli Gurriel as we begin the top of the 4th.
Number 10, Julius.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Center fielder, number 4.
Here's George Springer, a base hit in his first trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He'll come in here at 259, 11 home runs, and he's driven in 24. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Gurriel on second. Springer at first with no outs. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Into the box now, Garrett Walker, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Here's Neil Walker. He popped out in his first trip.
First baseman, Neil Walker.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Back to work now as Verlander, as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
Here's Verlander now on 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Fastball called, strike 3. And there's the first out of the inning. Time now for the Astros Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of players making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball down near the shoe tops. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marisnick is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Verlander's ready. 1-0 on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes Marisnick. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Yankees are challenging the...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Malik Smith the next to hit. As he runs up the punch but can't make contact, that's strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And that's the second out.
Third baseman number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Hit hard to short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Striding into the box, Aaron Hicks. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away. Here
comes the 1-2 to Hicks. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And that misses. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
In there, 2-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is in there. A called strike three.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Ready once again, Jose Altuve. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it is Gregorius for the first down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready for another shot now, Carlos Correa. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. 1 out, nobody on. Can't do much with that one. It's 1-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Ellsbury will make the catch, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they're up 1-0. Here's Miguel Andujar now. We'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Marisnik is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
Digging in, Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Springer has a read on it. 2 down. Here's Didi Gregorius. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Pitch on the way. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway out to deep center. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. It remains 1-0. Back here in the Bronx, it's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. In now, George Springer. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And that's taken for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And that misses 1-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Lays off 2-2 now. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Three-two pitch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So coming to the plate, Brian McCann. He was punched out looking at strike three last time through. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Garrett Walker.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Garrett Walker. On its way is pitch number 75. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Bouncer up the middle. Gregorius has it to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Pittsburgh area native Neil Walker will kick things off when we return. Seventh inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. Houston leads this one 1-0. Next for New York, Neil Walker. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Little tapper down the first baseline. And rolls foul for strike one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Here's Verlander now on 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Ready on 1-2. Line hard toward right center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jake Marisnick, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton has a read on it. 1 away. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Malik Smith. He was a ground out victim last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Line softly out toward left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And the runner back safely. Into the box, Alex Bregman. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Smith, the runner at third. Bregman is over at second with 1 down in the inning. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the three-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now, and try and get out of this. If anything catches outfield grass, this game's probably over.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here it comes on 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
On a line to shortstop. Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Gurriel has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Astros leave them loaded, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Aaron Hicks. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hit to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Digging in now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. That's wide. 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Now the 2-0 home. Is laid off, but in there for strike one. One out, nobody on. Hit slowly on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, number 25.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with two men out. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Here's the 1-1. Shoots this one over to first. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to baseball on the show from right here in the Big Apple. Chad Green enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's George Springer. Last time through was a base hit.
Center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great all night long. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Green typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective. Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Garrett Walker stands in as he looks at a called strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's Jake Marisnick. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Fouled away. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. There is Altuve on the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
First baseman, Neil.
Here's Neil Walker. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Last chance for the Yankees. Pulled toward right center field. He's got it, and the Astros have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 to final. Houston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Justin Verlander earns win number 4 on the season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Luis Severino is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Flezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
8 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Yankees, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.